Welcome to the Cape and Islands Game of the Week. Today the 6-0 Whalers take on the 6-0 St. John Paul II Lions here on Nantucket, and it will be a game to remember. Both teams have been waiting to see each other again. And my name is John Stanton. Hopefully in the booth we may have Dick Herman later on today, but this is Gino TV. Gino, what's the real name?
Visitor Network TV.
Visitor Network TV. Gino's going to make me keep standing in front of this camera until I get it right. We talked to Coach Willis Ferrer. We had him in on the air with us yesterday for we did the Whaler girls team, who lost a tough one yesterday. And Willis said that the boys were anxious to get this one under their belts. They haven't had this time of the season. You want to be playing 2-3 games a week. And they haven't been doing that. They've because of schedule problems and travel problems and the weather, whatnot. They have some weeks have one game a week, which is good if you're a football team, not great if you're a basketball team.
And your Nantucket Whalers. Nantucket High School is a long-standing tradition of excellence and pride. Ladies are all about our athletic teams. We ask all in attendance to support and will keep this tradition a priority by making our visitors feel welcome, giving our game officials the respect they deserve, and displaying the best in sportsmanship at all times. In the interest of maintaining a clean and safe playing surface, we ask that spectators do not go on the playing court at any time. Your cooperation is appreciated. And now the starting lineups for tonight's game. First from the St. John Paul II Lions, guard number 34, Kevin Marsh. At guard number 10, Evan Harrison. Forward number 21, Diego Barros. Forward number 33, Sean Reardon. Center number 22, Jonathan Ward. And now for your Nantucket Whalers. First off at guard number 24, Ronaldo Powell. At guard number 20, Riley Rosaro. At forward, number 10, Keith Lewis. At forward, number 33, Matt Correa. And at center, number 41, Kyle Andrew Irving. Now, you all please rise for your basketball match.
Okay, folks, here we go. John, how you doing, buddy? I'm going to read some ads. We'll welcome some folks that sponsor Whaler Sports TV, the UPS store, Martin Bork Painting, Nantucket Airlines, the Booster Club, Rocky Fox DJ, Santos Rubbish Removal, the Sea Grill, Outdoor Power, Stover Engineering, T.A. Nelson, Nantucket Glass and Mirror, Pete's Fresh Fish Prints, Valero & Sons, Clark Brothers Construction, Fast Forward, Nantucket Emissions, The Islander, Package Store, University of Nantucket, Morash Construction, The Nobby Shop, Shepherd Real Estate, Nantucket Fencing. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, it's $500 for 6 months. We're streaming live, folks.
Here we go for our third live game, Gino. It's a new dawn is a new day is dawning.
This might be a new career for
TV.
you too, John. I mean, you are doing an outstanding job.
I hope not. I would like to pretend I have a real job somewhere. That is not. I can't swear to that
You
though.
never know what might happen.
Whalers are. John Paul 2 comes out in man-to-man defense. Whalers work the ball into Correa. Nice hoop, nice pass, and a nice cut from Correa. Whalers averaging 61.5 points per game so far this year. Whalers coming out in a zone defense. Again to Correa. Nice pass inside. And we were talking about this at the girls' game the other day, Gino. Watch Correa when he gets the ball. He wants to look to establish some contact before he goes to the hoop. If you're a big guy with your back to the hoop, the first thing you want to do is look to establish a little contact.
That's it.
Another nice look. Inside. Timeout by John Paul II. Coach calls a timeout, and that's a good move because the Whalers get 3 quick hoops right off the bat, and it's 6-zip just like that. That last one was that last hoop was Kyle Andrew Irving on another nice entry pass and easy layup. John Paul's man-to-man. That's the thing with man-to-man, Gino. If you don't come out, if you don't get success right away, sometimes you got to change up your defense and get away from man-to-man unless you're fully committed to it.
Do we know what their record is right now? Both teams are just undefeated in their.
John Paul II is 6-0 in the Cape and Islands, 6-3 overall. The Whalers 6-0 in the Cape and Islands, 7-1 overall. And make no doubt about it, Gino. This is the top game being played tonight and this weekend in the Cape and Islands.
I bet you these kids couldn't wait for this one. And thank goodness they moved it up so that we wouldn't miss this one.
That's right. Game was supposed to be Saturday afternoon, but the threat of a storm moved it up to today. Fusaro calling for the ball. He's had a great year shooting so far. Kyle Andrew Irving, another one up top, comes up from his high post position, takes a pass, turns and shoots.
There's some nice play again.
Well, Fusaro did the right thing and the wrong thing at the same time. He followed his shot nicely like you're supposed to, but picks up a foul, and it is 8-0 right off the bat here. Whalers need to capitalize, keep the pressure on. Whalers in a 2-3 zone.
Wow, they're just dominating these guys.
Well, penetrating and dishing off. Another nice pass. That time by the guard, number 24, Rolando Powell. Nice pass. JP2 gets on the board. It is 10-2. Just about the halfway mark of the first period. Irving with a nice rebound. Whalers getting into the half court. Hasn't been much fast breaks, but a nice steady half court offense for the Whalers so far. Oh, Irving goes by, tries the same exact thing he scored on last time, but airballs it this time. Coach Willis Ferreira told him, that's not you. In other words, look to pass it to a shooter.
Absolutely. Boy, these guys are long ball shooters. Not fighting it underneath, taking it to the paint.
Whalers, the Whalers 2-3 zone is standing up real well. The John Paul II having a tough time. And it's going to be timeout Willis Ferreira here.
Good crowd tonight, John.
A nice crowd today. Nice, it's nice to see the gym full. Riley Fasaro, who took one shot and missed so far. He's only had one chance at a shot. He's averaged 18.3 points over the last 4 games and 5, almost 6 rebounds in that stretch as well. So he, when he hits more than 1 3-pointer in a game, he averages 17.4. Depending on how finely you want to part things down. Those stats courtesy of the Inquirer and Mirror.
Well, we do have a cheerleader here. Looking good.
Nantucket's last game was a 61-39 drubbing of Rising Tide. That was on the 15th. So it is what now, the 22nd? It's kind of a long time to wait in between basketball games when you're in high school.
Streaming live, so you can see it on here.
I've never heard of Rising Tide, so there's a lot of new schools popping up here and there in the Cape.
Right.
Got to get those rebounds after you play nice defense. Whalers didn't do that time.
Well, they like to take it.
Correa comes out to challenge the shot on the wing, and JP2 player put up an air ball. Skip pass over to Fasaro. He's going to take a 3.
Wow.
And he hits it.
Let him set up. His percentage rate is very high.
He has, I was going to say he turned himself into a good shooter, but he's always been a good shooter, I think.
Oh, that was a nice pass. Oh. Hit the rim, reset.
A little tough, but I got to tell you, John Paul II players, Gino, showing distress on that one.
Definitely.
Looking to crash it into the hoop. And they're finally going to get the blocking call they were looking for on the floor. But the Whalers playing some very tough defense and putting a lot of pressure on the shooter, on the would-be shooters, and not able to get a shot off. Very many good shots off so far. It is 13-2 if you just tuned in. It is first quarter winding down. The Whalers came out and started to take over this game. We'll see what happens from here on in. Justin Halford coming in for the Whalers at forward. Looks like he's going to play center. He's coming in for Korea.
Oh!
Tenzin Lama also in, number 12, going to play guard.
Nice.
Foul's going to be on Halford. That'll be his first. It is not going to be a shooting foul and not in the bonus. JP2 bringing in 3 substitutions. Halford, nice, hard, strong move to the rim, gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Raheem Smith getting ready to come in off the bench. Coming in for Fazaro with a little bit of lead to start off, Gino. Coach Ferrer wants to keep fresh legs in there all the time. Halford hits his second free throw. It is 14-3.
I wonder what the problem with
JP2 is?
Yeah.
Well, Whaler defense is they got some nice size in the front court, and they've been playing really tough this 2-3 zone. We heard Coach Ferrer say yesterday when he was with us here in the Gino TV booth during the girls' game, saying he likes that 2-3 zone. He likes how you can stretch it out and put some pressure on the shooters. Right there in the wing. Although,
right.
And the Whalers running their offense. JP2 has switched to a 2-3 zone now as well.
There we go, baby!
I think all of that, Gino, adds up to frustration for the JP2 players.
Absolutely.
You see a series of forced shots. They don't let their offense play itself out. And that was just, can't have the turnovers. It's going to be Whaler ball, kicked out of bounds.
at the buzzer.
Tenzing Lama right at the buzzer. 17-3 after 1 for the Whalers. You want to read some?
Yeah. Don Allen Ford, quick lane, service for all makes and models. Don't forget to change that oil, folks. High-Tech Body Shop, 508-228-0134. 15 minutes to Hyannis. Nantucket Airlines. We've got you covered in town and out of town. Island Pharmacy. In town at 45 Main Street and out of town at 122 Pleasant Street. Both pharmacies have prescriptions, nutritionals, beauty products, health aids, qualified, knowledgeable staff. Fairgrounds, folks, get ready for Super Bowl. Nothing but a beverage in football at Fairgrounds. 15 HD TVs. All right, John. Oh, gosh, that was like, did you see that one right through his legs?
Yeah, more.
Wow. They're just not.
Just that
sharp.
frustration. That frustration is easy to give, to fall prey to when you're.
It's like they're still on the boat or something. I mean, they're just not. They're not sharp.
Well, that frustration is easy to fall prey to when you're kept out of the paint by a tough defense, and I think that's what we're seeing tonight. You haven't seen a lot of good shots that just got missed by JP2. They've been forcing up shots.
And a lot of long shots too. There's nothing in the paint.
Well, that's
Very
what
few.
happens when you have a zone and you can't break it.
Right.
That was a good shot, just missed. This series, Gino, since 2010, going back to 2010, the series is tied 4-4 between JP2 and the Whalers.
That's cool.
They used to be Pope JP2 until the Pope got his sainthood.
Oh, is that what happened?
There you go.
Okay. Maybe it's just because it looks like. Oh, very good.
Halford and Powell out of the game. Taking a little breather. They had some very good minutes. That's the kind of minutes you like to see. You put a couple of guys in, they play good and hard for 4 or 5 minutes, and you can get back to your starters with the feeling that you have the game in hand.
Oh.
A little too fast that time. You want to slow down a little bit, take a beat.
Exactly.
Set things up. Either go hard to the hole and have a road to the hoop or not. Another open shot for JP2. They just find themselves cold here. There you go. Finally got a wide open shot to go down for him for a 3. 16-6. Whalers up 10. We talked about this the other day, Gino. That 10-point lead, if you can get it and then keep it, is a nice place to be.
Oh.
Irving goes crashing to the hoop once, twice. And it's going to be Whalers' ball. Irving took it a couple of times, and then Korea. Whalers couldn't get one to go down, but it's getting a little rough on that hoop. Pissarro with a 3, and he hits it. Good shooters, Gino. Don't hesitate when they see their shot.
Harry, don't move.
Oh, there you go.
one long three right there.
That Korea just letting the ball go out of bounds. Wales can take it nice and easy, get their half court offense going. Tenzin Lama comes out, and number 13, Ryan Allen comes in, play point guard. Another handball. The crowd letting him have it. JP2 has been short-arming a lot. This zone seems to keep them way outside. They've been short-arming a lot of shots. That was a second air ball, and the crowd having a little fun with them here.
Don't be coming through here again.
Nice rebound, Korea. He's going to muscle it up. Nice move, a nice strong move to the hoop, but couldn't make it go down.
Right to you, John. .352 left in the second quarter.
The half is running down. JP2 still trying to break into double figures. 21-6 here. The Whalers in command of this game. In a way that I don't think in a way that I don't think anyone expected. I don't think that that the Whalers expected to be this much in command. And they are. Everyone who's come off the bench so far has played well. Whalers just playing a nice, solid basketball game to this point. JP2 started off in man-to-man defense. They're in a 2-3 zone now. Nice pass in between. A nice pass by Ryan into Korea. You know, it seems like you want to break a zone down from the outside if you had a great shooter, but the best way to break a zone is just like that. A little bit of penetration from a guard, and then a nice cut to the hoop by your big guy.
Oh, wow.
And that's the frustration showing.
Got it.
Ronaldo Powell on the steal at the top of the key, and he gets fouled on the other end of the court. When you get into this position, Gino, when you're coaching, and I've been in that position before, when you're down this much, you just got to mostly tell your guys, remind them that they know how to play basketball and that they can do it, and they just got to not get frustrated. Nice. That's like you see a big guy not quitting. Miss one, put it up again. Another foul, Again, that's frustration. You see, what JP2 doesn't have is they don't have an answer for either one of the Whalers' big guys. Korea number 33 and Irving, Kyle Andrew Irving, number 41, and both of them are having their way inside, hitting the boards hard. And then when he gets his chance for Saro, just like he's doing now, doesn't mind putting it up. Missed that one, but he's had 2 threes already today. Nice hustle, Korea back up. That was a nice hustle. Pick up a loose ball. Justin Halford, let's credit him with making that play because he picked up a loose ball, put his head up, knew just what to do. about basketball IQ the other day, Gino, but that's basketball IQ, like Halford just showed you.
Right.
You get a pass, pick up a loose ball, and you know just what to do with it. This one getting a little ragtag as the half winds down, and like all ragtag back and forth sequences, it ends in a foul. Ferrer urging his big guy to go up hard instead of pulling that one back on that little hoop try. Tried to pull it back. Irving back in the game. Gonna give Career a little rest.
Minute left in the half.
Ooh, looks like a travel.
Double dribble, sure.
This game, Gino, getting raggedy on both ends of the court.
Sure is.
The difference is when JP2 gets ragged, you can really tell the Whalers aren't playing the way they were earlier too. You know, when coaches on both sides, Gino, will say this is only a half of basketball. Whether you're winning in a half and controlling the game, it's just one half of basketball. If you're losing, you know, by 19 points, it's just one half of basketball.
Right.
And the coaches will be reminding them that on both teams. That was a nice play, a nice rebound, nice little pump move to the hoop by Alan Ryan. By Ryan Allen, I'm sorry. I've been saying his name backwards, Gino.
Hey, we appreciate you fitting in it.
Saying him at all.
Coming to the game. Anyway, we got somebody to call it.
Wales going to put on a little press here, 19 seconds left. Nice hand, see that? Keep your hands in a passing lane,
Yep.
keep your hands out all the time.
So a foul right before the buzzer. Yeah.
Coach Ferrer trying to get his guys, especially his big center Irving, to look around him and realize that time was running off the clock and there was no need to foul. Especially a shooting foul. He makes the back end of that shooting foul, and they go into the locker room. Yon Nantucket Whalers 29, St. John Paul II Lions 9. Didn't even break. That's a tough one when you don't break double figures in a half.
You got it.